Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome in, how are we doing? Let's see who all is here. Oh my god, y'all, I think my mouse is like going kaput. Hold on. Like the mouse wheel is not wanting to mouse wheel, and that's irritating me. It's kind of sad though, I really like this mouse. And it didn't even last me a year. Okay. What's up everyone? Happy Friday! We're gonna be reading some SCPs today. Hopefully my internet isn't gonna be stupid today. We're going with the same amount of bit rates as the end of last stream, which we were able to stream for like 2.5 hours with like no issues. So we're gonna see what happens. Or if my internet just likes to randomly dip for no reason. So anyway, what's up Nat? Welcome in, it's good to see you. What's up Pika Zerost? I mean, I think you win. What's up, Bex? Welcome in, welcome in. What's up, Close? What's up, Acerin? Good to see you, good to see you. What's up, Chloe? Yeah, we actually don't have any, we haven't had any rain. We had rain yesterday, but no rain today. Thankfully. I think we're actually gonna be free and clear of rain for the next week. Thank God. Okay. I had one do that. Oh, like the mouse. It's so annoying because I need this, especially for Fortnite. It's how I scroll through all the weapons. And so it's very, very, important. I guess I'll need to go looking for a new mouse soon, because dang, that's irritating. Let me turn this down a little bit. This music's a little loud for me. Alright, so, I have no idea what we're reading today. Why 2-4? Why did you do that? Why? Now we know why it's broken. That's not the reason! You don't use number keys to change weapons? You can do that? Oh, I bet you can, huh? This is news to me. My life's changed. Anyway, I guess I can try that too. I just always, like, I keep all the guns that I use, like, if I have any favorites, I'll keep them, like, close together. And then I'll just use the wheel to scroll through the weapons, because it's just more convenient to me. Having that's what I really need. I really need an MMO mouse, to be honest. That actually might be what I get next, because this mouse was... it wasn't that expensive, to be honest. It was probably about $30, $40, maybe something like that. I probably just need to break down and get an MMO mouse, to be honest. Which kind of sucks. It's always hard getting used to a new mouse, because I really liked this one, because it's got, like, grippies on the side of it. And I really like my grippies. I don't use my number keys ever, only for emotes. Yeah. I've got my big old bulky keyboard out, actually. It's my full-size keyboard with, like, the number pad and everything. And I got it out for Pizza Tower because Pizza Tower's number or keybinds were, like, insane. And I just haven't switched it out with my smaller keyboard yet. And I kind of missed it, so I'm just gonna kind of keep it as long as I can. But I ended up, I do like full-size keyboard the best because I like having all my keys there. But whenever I start playing a lot of, FPS games like Apex and Overwatch, the mouse always, like, bangs up against the keyboard because my keyboard's so freaking big. So I end up having to switch it out with, like, one of my smaller keyboards. I can't stand to use my mouse for anything other than aiming and left-right clicking. I'll keyboard for everything else. I probably should train myself to do that, because to be honest, I might actually... honestly, my mouse wheel should not be messing up, because I know I've not had this mouse that long. I don't think so anyway. Maybe it has been a year. It's been a good mouse, though. I'll have to look. I have to look. Okay, so I have no idea what we're reading today. I'm kind of going through the recommendations here. I know Acer put in, which I think maybe y'all have mentioned these before, but they've only came up like once or twice. The mobile task forces, which are pretty cool. I don't know if I'll get into those today, but I do want to like look at those and maybe we can do a whole stream on those, which would be pretty cool. Because this is very interesting. Of course the mouse betrays the cat. Of course it does! Of course it does. Also, what's up, Santo? Hope you're feeling better, by the way. The scroll wheel on my laptop is ruined, so when I read manga, I switch it to my PC's mouse. Oh god, it does not take long for a laptop mouse to go kaput. Let me just tell you, mine's already messed up. Have you tried updating the mouse drivers? No, I have not. Oh, I also haven't tried oiling the mouse wheel. You know what? We could probably do that. Put some, like, pour some oil on the mouse wheel. I don't know why I haven't thought of that. Me and my infinite knowledge on technology. It just needs a little bit of oil and it'll be fine. Oh god, y'all, I'm so full. I had barbecue for supper and I'm just like, I had too much of it. So I'm like struggling to breathe right now. Just some oh, you know what? That's perfect too. We could WD-40 it. WD-40 fixes everything. That's what I was taught. WD-40 and duct tape. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch, Nat. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'm gonna be very thirsty today. That barbecue is probably gonna make me insanely thirsty. Okay. So I'm gonna go through y'all's recommended list for, unless y'all have like something y'all would want me to read right off the bat. So I think I'm just gonna pick one. I know everyone has their own rec list in here, so I might just pick one from each list and we go from there. I know sometimes we can spend a whole freaking stream on one, so we're just gonna pick one and roll with it. I replaced my mouse wheel with an aluminum one years ago and I would highly recommend it. Oh. Really? Because I'm not very good with taking things apart and replacing parts. I'm always scared I'm gonna mess it up, and by the time I'm like spent money on parts and like tried to fix it, I would break it and then have to buy a whole new thing. Like, that scares me a little bit. But actually, I've never heard of that, using an aluminum one. I kind of like this mouse because it's got grippies on it. Like, this mouse is super cool. I like it a lot. It's got grippies on the side, and like the mouse has like a rubber grip to it. Not the mouse, the wheel has like a rubber grip to it, and I love it so much. Okay, I gotta let my cat out. Love this. And I bet it's pink. It's actually not pink. I couldn't figure out how to make it pink. Why am I being bonked? I'm being bonked for no reason. Also, what's up, Scorp? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Also, I hope you sleep soon. I know your sleep schedule. I don't know your sleep schedule, but I know your it's like really early in the morning for you. So please sleep. Yo, what's up, Lane? Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday. It's only 1:30 a.m. Oh, really? I was thinking more along the lines of like 4. Still late. But you know what? I can't talk. I'm up till ass o'clock anyway, so it's whatever, as long as you're getting your sleep somehow. It sees you when you're sleeping. She knows when you're awake. It's true. It's not even a joke. I know things. I know things. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. I'm gonna go through this really quick. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. 3:31 a.m. is just normal. It is normal for me. I can't stay up late anymore. I blame meds. I literally cannot go to bed. I cannot go to sleep before 12 a.m. anymore. Even after 12 a.m., no. I literally have so much trouble falling asleep. It's probably 5 or 6 a.m. before I actually go to sleep. And when I sleep, it's more like it's not even a deep sleep. It's like I sleep for 2-3 hours and then I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake and then I do what I gotta do for the day, and about 2-ish or 3-ish, I lay down for naps, and that is when I sleep hard. I sleep for like another 3 hours, probably. 3 or 4 hours. So I do get sleep. It's it's divided up, but I get sleep. There was one I saw that sounded or looked very interesting. I think it was on Pale's list, and I hate to read Pale's list if he's not here. Oh god, I hope I'm not about to get heartburn. I feel like I might be about to get heartburn. Ugh. I gave up on 8 hours of sleep if it's not on the weekend. Man, I haven't slept 8 hours straight. Oh wait, no, I take that back. There was one weekend where I stayed up till 7 a.m. I couldn't go to sleep. Stayed up an additional 3 hours. Finally fell asleep at like 10-ish. And woke up at... No, no. I think I finally fell asleep around 9:30-ish. 9:30. And then I woke up at 4. So that's like how long? That's like 8 hours. But I know when I woke up from that 8 hours sleep, I did not feel well rested. I still felt really bad. I'm still staying up till 11 or 12 whether I want to or not. Same. You will not catch me going to bed at like 8 or 9. Oh, you bonk me. What's up, Bink? Welcome in. I do have those times when my insomnia is in check and I'm able to get a good 8 hours on weekdays, but it never lasts more than a few days. Real. Very real. I'm beginning to think I might actually have insomnia and probably do need to do something about it, but today is not that day. Today is not that day. And you know what? I don't mind staying up. It is what it is. It'd be one thing if I didn't get sleep during the day, but I get plenty of sleep during the day too, so. Oh, my migraine meds and seizure meds both make me drowsy. Having to take 3 pills like that knocks me out. That is very valid. That is very valid. Meds will do that to you, unfortunately. But we need them. We need the meds. So I always go to bed about 11-ish and wake up at 6 or 7, so I get roughly 8 hours. God, I wish that were me. That's because your body needs 4 hours to experience a full sleep cycle. Oh! So I bet you I go through my full sleep cycle in the afternoon because that's when I really, really sleep hard. Like, I dream and stuff and whenever I take my afternoon naps. I don't dream or anything when I finally fall asleep at night, aka in the morning. But I can tell I sleep hard in the afternoon. So you can do 2 4-hour rests and still be well rested, but breaking it up more than that just isn't good sleep. Yeah. I understand that. Bex once slept for 17 hours. Yo, I think it was one year I came back from camp. Oh god, I hated camp. I hated camp so much, but my mom made me go. And I came back from camp, went to bed at like 5 that afternoon, 5 or 6, and I slept all through the night and got up at 8 a.m. the next morning. Like, I don't do that. And I don't think that I've done it since. But bro, was I, like, freaking sleepy. I go to bed early because I have to lay there for hours before I actually fall asleep. Same. That's why I should really start going to bed earlier, but no. No. If I really want to sleep on time, I set up music on low, go to bed 2 hours ahead of time. Yeah, that's what I do. Sometimes I have to turn on some of my favorite artists to fall asleep to, and then usually if I close my eyes and put my phone away, I have to like hide, I have to put my phone under the covers or like under my bed. And if I do that, usually I can fall asleep within an hour. Usually. I have a lot of playlists that can help me with that though. Usually if I turn on my favorite band, like Death Cab for Cutie, it does not take me long to go to sleep. I love them so much. Their music soothes me. Four hours of sleep feel better in comparison to 4. To 6, yeah. Also, sleeping more than 8 hours messes you up just as much as sleeping less. Sleeping 10 hours is as bad or worse than sleeping 6. I didn't know that. I wonder, that's probably why I felt so bad that day when I slept so long. Because I like, woke up with a headache and everything. Like, I just did not feel good. Not even one time either. I pretty regularly get a night of 14 hours sleep. God, I wish that were me. I want to sleep all the time. Didn't go to bed till 3, woke up at noon thinking I'm in school. It was... That's when you know it was a good sleep. You wake up all disoriented, don't know where you're at. ASMR saved my ass for real. Between distracting me from the bads or just drowning out my tinnitus. Oh, tinnitus. Oh no. Yeah, I've never been one for ASMR, unfortunately, but I know that it helps a lot of people relax and sleep. It's not for me, though, but God, I wish it were, because it would make it so much easier for me to fall asleep. I could just turn that on and go night-night, but I can't. The only thing that can put me to sleep really is music. Come on. Or not. I thought he was going to come over here toward me, but he's not. He just looked at me and, like, looked away. I'm like, alright. I see how it is. Jury probably, hello, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. My internal clock has me set for 4 to 5 hours of sleep. You know what? That's not bad. Honestly, if you get more than 3 hours of sleep, you get a gold star in my book, because sometimes I don't get that at night. For sure. Let's see here. Let's take a SCP from Tyrion's list here. I know it looks like we've done the coffee shop already. The young girl? Have we done the young girl yet? SCP-053. Oh yes, we have done the young girl. I thought I remembered that one. Right, come here. Okay, old man. You say hello? Yeah. You say hello? You say hello to everybody? That's a good kitty, yes you miss. Yeah. Alright, get yourself situated. Are you situated? Hmm? Can I continue? Hello, old- yeah, everyone says hello to the old man. Everyone says hello to the old man. Oh my goodness, I'm so pretty. Alright. Let's see. When I had my seizure, I don't know how I came back from the ER at 4 a.m. went to bed and still woke up at 7 a.m. wide awake. God. I hate that when it's like you should have went to you went to bed early, or like I should say late, and then you wake up just a couple of hours later and you're just like, "Hello. I am here and I am awake." Oh, Tyrion, thank you so much for the wait, why isn't my hold on. Why isn't this working? Wait, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Why isn't my follower work? Oh, I hate this. Hold on. Because I actually just... Oh, y'all can see that. Hold up. Let me take this off. So I actually just changed up my alerts, and they worked fine yesterday. So let me see. Here. If I can get this to work. Hello? Okay, wait, let's... Okay, copy. Yo, why is it not coming up on my OBS? This is, like, pissing me off so much. I don't know what this is. Okay, this is a follow alert. This is window capture. Okay. Why isn't it working? Can y'all hear that? Oh, wait. Yeah, the bot is gone, isn't it? Hold on. They changed up stuff, so now I don't know where everything's at. Why did they do this to me? Where is Cloudbot? Why does it turn off, y'all? Okay. Try command. Like, what's a command? Okay. She is in here. She is in here. Okay. Test follow? It's still not following up with my follower. It's not... Why are my follower alerts not working? So the bot works now. Well, at least Streamlabs works here. Now. Thanks, Nat, for the biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Already, I'm trained. We haven't even read our first SCP yet. Y'all, I swear to God, I just worked on these yesterday. Wait, let's do this. Okay, test. Well, the scuff is real. I'll work on it after stream, I guess. I don't have time to work on it now. But now that we've got the bot going, I can see in chat if someone follows, which if someone has followed, I am sorry if I missed you. I'm sorry if anyone's resubbed and I have missed you. That is how it be today, I guess. I tried. Yep, the scuff is adorable. It is irritating, to be honest. Nat, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, the hype train. I wish I knew what was happening because I got a new alert and I was really excited to start using it. And it was working yesterday, but it's not working today. Irritating. But I appreciate it. It is much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Also, some good news. I know last time I streamed, which was Tuesday, we only made it to the 30-minute mark before my stream went down, and we're now at 31 minutes, so that's cool. Tyrion, thank you so much for the 4 gifted. Much appreciated. Thank you. Y'all, that's really, really... I cannot tell you enough how much appreciated that is. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We gotta read an SCP, y'all. We have to do something. Just staring here. What if we read the featured SCP? You can't have my tea. Knocks on wood again for interweb. What's up, LJ? Welcome in. We haven't even started reading SCPs yet. You've missed nothing. The scuff is an SCP. You know what? You are so correct. Y'all, I'm like just... I don't get it. I was so excited to show y'all this, this new alert that I found on Etsy. I actually found it on Twitter, but they just put it up on Etsy like the past week, and it's so cute. It's a cute little cherry blossom one. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It worked whenever I was setting it up yesterday. Today it does not work. I don't understand. Anyway, I guess I'll work on it afterwards, and maybe by next stream I'll have it fixed. But it's so cute. This was an SCP reading stream? It was supposed to be. Ugh. Greetings to the distracted kitty. What's up, Defiant? Hope you're doing well today. We are very distracted at the moment. Ugh, we have to have something go wrong each stream, don't we? I don't think it would be a Mia stream if we didn't have at least one thing go wrong, right? Right. Yeah, what if we read this one? I think this one looks kind of cool. What is this one? Oh, look at her! Cute! Look, not a ghost! A visual reference provided by SCP-6764 during a conversation. Y'all, this is so cute! It's the ghost SCP- like, we didn't read this, did we? Oh, this is the one that I wanted to because we were going through it and I was like, oh, look at all the text. It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. And we were like, oh, let's do some food SCPs first. And then I kind of forgot to come back to it. But I want to read some of y'all's SCPs because I keep saying that I'm going to. Excuse me. I don't see Pale here, so we're not going to go through his list just yet. We're going to go through, I think I said Tyrion's. There was one that I saw that Tyrion had that looked pretty cool. Actually, these all look really, really spooky. I kind of want to do, because I'm so terrified of them, I want to do... I'm gonna do the clown one. I hate clowns. I do not like them at all. But that being said, I really do think both the It movies are really, really good. Especially the newer one. I like the newer one a lot. Even the older one's really good. I think when the media is about clowns, it's some of the most spookiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Which makes for good horror, and I love some good horror. There's a clown egg museum? Excuse me? A clown egg museum? Tim Curry really saves the original one. Yeah, the original one is pretty good. Like, it's not bad. I'm trying to think if I actually read the book. I don't know that I have. Did I read the book? If not, I need to. But if I read the book, it was a long time. Because I read a lot of I read a lot of horror books when I was a teenager. And I can't remember which ones I've read and which ones I haven't. So that means I just need to reread all of them. But it is a very good piece of media that I very much enjoy. What's another thing? I don't know. I think anything that has to do with clowns is just a peak horror to me because it scares me so much. It's an archive of painted ceramic eggs to record the personal makeup designs used by different clowns. Oh! I'm getting 2016 flashbacks, yo. Remember when there was clowns, like, just randomly in the street holding knives? Remember that? That was a great time. That was a great period of American history. Oh my god. Yep, Clown Egg Museum. 100% not what anyone thinks it is. No, a clown can register their makeup on an egg. Oh. Yeah, the killer clown craze was real, and everyone was so scared. Me, not so much. Like, it was spooky. But I kind of felt safe living in a small town in the South. You'd have to be not very smart to do that around here because you're gonna get seriously hurt if you do that around here. If not killed, just straight up killed. Because people don't play around here. So I felt somewhat safe. Believe it or not. It didn't bother me as bad as it did other people. Cloud crime is on the rise. It was for a hot minute, but a lot of people seem to have thought that was more of an advertisement ploy for the It movie. Like, those were paid actors, and like people were just advertising for the movie, trying to hop up the movie. Chamber shotgun sighting clown? Yo, like, I'm not even joking. You'd have to be 50 ways of not smart to do that around here. Anyway, let's go with the clown. The World Clown Association was not happy about that craze. I can imagine like, clown, like, people that legitimately, like, you know, do this for a living, I'm sure that pissed them off, and rightfully so. I can only imagine, because that's like their livelihoods. Funnily enough, it's I've never been a fan of clowns, but you know, my first encounter, this is very southern, my first encounter with the clown was not the circus. It was the rodeo. This clown came up to me, like, I was little. This clown came up to me and was trying to get me to go down there and, like, wrestle a pig or something. I can't remember what. And I was like, I was a very shy kid anyway. I was a very shy kid. I was like not about to get out in front of all those people and try and wrestle a freaking... I know there was other kids out there. Like, it wasn't just me. It was like several of them out there. They were trying to, you know, they do that sometimes. And I was like, no. Plus, you look very scary, mister. Same. Yeah, Pika knows. Rodeo clowns are built different. They are. Rodeo clowns are freaking crazy. Some things deserve going the way of the dodo. Clown is one of those things. Mine was at a kid's birthday party. He was alright. Yeah. I'm trying to think if I ever went to a birthday party with a clown. I don't think so, because my mom would have definitely had to take me home. Every birthday party I went to, I don't think they really got with clowns. I was from a birthday party. I had to stay in the corner of the Oh my god. I'm so sorry, comic. Yeah, mine was definitely at the rodeo. I remember that pretty vividly. Because I remember thinking, what's wrong with his face and why does he look like that? Oh my god. The trauma was real. Anyway, just from then on, I've never really cared for clowns. Not as much as baby dolls, though, or like Barbies in general. I don't do that. I'm just straight up terrified of those. It's like, Barbies / dolls, and then you have clowns. Those like the main things I'm terrified of. Anyway, let's go to Bobble the Clown here. We start reading about him. Still image from an episode of SCP-993, Bobble's Kitchen Surprise. Well, I admire the dedication to a career in entertainment that's so maligned and misunderstood. Right! I actually really do admire that as well. I respect them very much for that. Especially when there's people like me that are straight up scared of them. And probably have, like, no reason to be. But, you scare me a little bit, buddy. I'm not even gonna lie. I went to a small circus once as a kid, and the clowns were the coolest characters there. The host was a clown, and they did crazy stunts. Clowns that can do cool stuff like that, deep respect. I did go to a circus once where there were clowns doing some really, really crazy, like, acrobatic stuff. And, like, kudos to them. Not only are you a clown, but you can do this stuff too. Bravo. Could I do it? Never. Could not be me. Could not be me. But I think circuses in general are pretty cool. And I like when horror is centered around like a circus of some sort, like a carnival. Like my favorite type of horror, or some of my favorite types of horror, are whenever they're centered around a circus / carnival or of some kind. Because it's just a place that's meant to be fun turned around into something that's absolutely horrifying. Give me that shit. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Ever played Carnival? No, I have not. I actually don't even think I've heard of that. At all. There's one game that I own, that I would like to play. I don't know if I'll play it on stream. It might end up being like a Discord stream. Called Father's Day. It's by the same people that done the Summer of 87? The Summer of something. I played the horror game a very long time ago, before a lot of y'all found me. It was one of the earlier horror games that I played. It's by those same people that made that game. They have a game called Father's Day, and I bought it, but I have never played it yet. And it's carnival centered / clown horror game. It's an old light gun arcade shooter, and it's super fun. Ooh. I would like to look that up later, because that does sound pretty cool. But yeah, I would like to play that other game too at some point. I just think that'd be fun to play with all of y'all. Because I thought about playing it just by myself, and I'm like, this might be fun with other people too. Alright, this one looks nice and short, so let's start reading it, okay? 45 minutes into the stream, we read our first SCP. Let's go. Okay, so the object class is safe. Special containment procedures. Any broadcast of SCP-993 are to be intercepted as detailed in Protocol Upsilon Beta 3 and blocked from public viewing. All intercepted broadcasts are to be recorded and stored for future viewing. Any subjects used to view SCP-993 must be under the age of 10 and are to be dosed with a Class A amnesiac. Am I saying that right? Amnesiac, after they have described the episode. Viewing of SCP-993 must be authorized by 3 level 4 personnel. Holy shit. Yo. That's not terrifying at all. Okay, SCP-993 is a children's television program entitled Bobble the Clown, which first began airing in 19. SCP-993 seems to have been made in the style of an educational cartoon, with the primary plot of most episodes being the titular character Bobble the Clown, learning a new skill or activity. The program appears to have no supporting cast, and the setting of the program often changes between episodes. SCP-993's anomalous properties become obvious when the program is viewed. Anyone watching aged 10 years or older will immediately fall unconscious when the program begins and will remain incapacitated until the end of the program. Later reporting a stabbing headache immediately before blacking out. Oh shit. Children under the age of 10 viewing SCP-993 later report that it teaches and advocates activities such as cannibalism, murder, torture, data expunged. These activities appear to become ingrained in the subject's mind. Repeated exposure to SCP-993 can result in permanent psychotic and schizophrenic symptoms. Episodes of SCP-993 are regularly broadcast from a currently unknown source, but since 20, all broadcasts have been successfully intercepted using Protocol Epsilon Beta 3 and blocked from public viewing. Very cool. Yo, there's an episode log. What? Yo! This is cool. Okay, wait. For that South Park looking dude? Damn. Yeah! Dude, if I was to see that... Like, look, he's got a freaking butcher knife. He's got a butcher knife, yo. Alright. So let's read what these episodes are about. Bobble's Kitchen Surprise. Setting of episode is a stereotypical small American town. In the episode, Bobble the Clown appears to kidnap one of the town's citizens and takes him to his home. Once there, Bobble the Clown informs the viewer on how to prepare human flesh for consumption. Then proceeds to skin, gut, and cook the citizen. Bro, imagine seeing this as a kid. Bro. Bobble in the big city. Setting of episode is a large American city, possibly New York. In the episode, Bobble the Clown instructs viewers on methods of lighting fires undetected, using resources such as mosquito coils. At the end of the episode, Bobble the Clown sets fire to a large building and leaves. He commits arson, yo! The picture stays on the burning building for a further 3 minutes before the episode ends. Screams are audible during this time. He's like that meme with the burning house in the background and that girl's like... Dude, the original image for Bobble was way creepier. I'll put it in the Discord. Oh, yeah. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see him. What? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Hold up. Let me open this in browser. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, dude. That's crazy. Okay, thanks. The family of The Walking Dead must have taken notes from Bobbles. Oh, I know. Oh. Alright, Bobble Sneaky Saturday. Setting of episode appears to be London, as the Elizabeth Tower housing Big Ben is visible. In the episode, Bobble the Clown silently stalks a woman for most of the episode. When she arrives at her home, Bobble the Clown attacks and kills her with a large butcher knife. At the end of the episode, Bobble the Clown details methods of remaining unseen in crowded places. So he's a serial killer as well. Bubble gets the truth. Setting of episode appears to be a prisoner of war camp. Oh no. In the episode, Bubble the Clown tortures a captured soldier, repeatedly asking him nonsensical questions. The soldier eventually appears to die of his wounds. Bubble the Clown then details the viewer how to inflict painful but non-lethal injuries. Oh, that's bad. Most people don't know that Big Ben is just the name of the bell, not the tower. You know what? That's interesting. I didn't know that. I thought Big Ben was also not was the tower, not exactly the bell in itself. That's fascinating. I'm telling you, I learn something new all the time in these streams. Bobble hates you. The setting of episode appears to be a blank room. Bobble the Clown sits on a chair in the room staring angrily at the viewer for the full 30 minutes of the episode? Dang it. Expletive you, expletive you, expletive you. Setting of the episode appears to be Site Barnes video archive, where recordings of SCP-993 are stored. In the episode, Bobble the Clown angrily details methods of breaching containment for several SCPs. Bobble then details methods to murder researchers involved in its containment, showing detailed knowledge of their daily routines and habits. Notably, what appears to be an animated version of Dr. walks past Bobble halfway through the episode. A clock on the wall shows the time as p.m. Dr. confirms that he was walking past SCP-993 archive at the time. Not archive, archive. I guess you can say it two different ways. Oh, that one was freaky, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and write this one down that I've done it. Bro, that's insane. I need a different notepad. Jesus. Okay, so we have done SCP 993 this afternoon. I'm writing this down later. I really, really have to make an Excel spreadsheet for these. Just so we can all kind of, go through these. Okay. So let's take one from Nat's list here. Oh, this one looks cool. We haven't done this one yet. I don't think. What is this? Yo, this looks like... Whoa. Dude, this is like an actual... Hold on. I love the outline of this. This is cool. I think you had this as a voice behind me? The following file describes a level 13 existential threat and is level 5 4/38122 classified. Unauthorized access is forbidden. No one say anything. No one say anything that we have access to this right now. The top part is I love this. This is great. It looks more official, you know? This is cool. I love this. Item 3812. We got a containment class, which is Keter, which means he a bad dude. Basically, it means he's a bad dude. Disruption class Eki? I don't really know what that means. Risk class danger. Probably also bad. If only I knew what any of the symbols meant, right? So what is it? SCP-3812 appearing here as policeman in riot gear as viewed through running camp viewer right. Oh, wait, I'm gonna zoom in for y'all. Hold on. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, there he is. Bruh. Okay. Special containment procedures. SCP-3812 is currently only partially contained. See containment proposal brief below for more information. Alright. SCP-3812 is to be constantly monitored by Mobile Task Force Ganymede 66, which... These are the task force y'all were talking about, right? Starlight Knights. Yo, that is like a sick name. I want to be part of this task force just so I can say, yeah, I'm a Starlight Knight. See my badge? Yeah. This is great. Who are to maintain a 5-cam quarantine area of exclusion around SCP-3812. The acting MTF GY, oh, I guess that's their abbreviation, GY66 team lead in conjunction with Site 86 research staff is allowed Fiat? Am I saying that correctly? Like the car? Is allowed Fiat authority in regards to any aspect of SCP-3812's containment. Special care must be taken in order to prevent unnecessary exposure to SCP-3812. Current containment effort focus on mitigating SCP-3812's influence on population centers, as well as research into the full breadth of SCP-3812's anomalous capabilities in order to establish a more comprehensive containment procedure. Information security teams are to monitor all forms of digital media in order to prevent widespread awareness of SCP-3812. SCP-3812 has an active, aggressive, anomalous influence on reality. SCP-3812 is capable of altering events throughout time. Ooh. To prevent its containment. Due to the nature of these alterations, it is highly unlikely that any individual affected by the SCP-3812's anomalous influence will be aware that they are affected. It is highly likely that most affected individuals no longer exist as a result of SCP-3812's influence, though any attempt to deduce how often this has happened would be speculative. This dude is bad. It's bad. Okay, let me get another drink. Thank you, Nat, for the hydrate. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. Let's go into the description here of what it is exactly. Let's look at the hold on. Let's look at the picture here. I know y'all probably can't see it, so I'm gonna rip. Oh, I can't. I can't go over any. I was gonna make it centered for y'all, but anyway, SCP-3812 in front of its childhood home. Image taken from Louisiana State Records. It's from Louisiana? That tracks. They got some weird stuff in Louisiana. Yo. Alright. He caused World War II so he wouldn't be caught? Ooh. Probably. Or are you telling me this like this is a fact? Task forces get to pick their names, so most of them are either cool or funny. Nice. Eki, very dangerous with influence spanning countries or large cities or even the entire world. Whoa. I need to memorize these. Especially once we start getting into newer SCPs. Okay, SCP-3812 is a reality-altering entity. Due to SCP-3812's latent effect on reality, it is nearly impossible to describe SCP-3812 in any meaningful way. All that is known about SCP-3812 is that it was once Sam Howell, a non-anomalous African-American human being who was believed to have died in 1996. Sometime shortly after its death, SCP-3812 was observed rising out of its grave and disappearing. SCP-3812... Wait. Yeah, was brought to the Foundation's attention after its presence resulted in the demolition of an apartment building in Warsaw, Poland. Due to its anomalous capabilities, SCP-3812's appearance varies significantly, making it exceedingly difficult to track. SCP-3812 is currently located at that location over the South Pacific Ocean. SCP-3812 exhibits signs of an extremely advanced Eggman Vader schizophrenia complex. Specifically, extreme paranoia, extreme dysphoria, extreme mania, depression, inability to properly perceive their surroundings, inability to discern the difference between the real and imagined, inability to differentiate between living and dead beings, inability to control expressions of emotion, hearing voices that are not there, seeing things that are not there, feeling or otherwise experiencing stimuli that do not exist, etc. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's so nice! The footnotes just pop up here. Oh, okay, so that's like a... They have, a reference here if you wanted to read more about it, because it's like a real thing, apparently. From developed complex deterioration of human cognition, afflicted individuals may, over time, lose the safety net of catatonia that would usually result from the overwhelming deterioration of their faculties. As a result, their consciousness is forced to watch in horror as their mind, the singular translator between conscious thought and the physical world, reduces their perception into an inconceivable disorder of real and imagined stimuli. It would be akin to being on a sailing ship during a hurricane, blindfolded, lashed to a steering wheel you cannot turn, all while the ship burns around you. Y'all, these people that have this do not have a good time. That is like you're living in a nightmare 24/7. Oh my god, how horrible. But he just spawns into a lobby and causes chaos with his presence. Bro. In the 20 years since SCP-3812 was initially discovered, these symptoms have grown steadily worse. Originally, SCP-3812 was responsive to questioning and sought help in managing its condition from Foundation researchers. Over time, SCP-3812 became more isolated and withdrawn, eventually becoming entirely unresponsive, and acting in erratic and unpredictable ways. Currently, SCP-3812 is not able to accurately perceive the world around it, and will occasionally alter reality in order to diminish the discrepancy between how it perceives something and the way that something is in actuality. Due to this, it is impossible to know how often reality has been modified. Only how often SCP-3812 has not created a clean alteration, and has left behind evidence of its influence on reality. SCP-3812 is impossible to contain within any form of containment cell. SCP-3812 will alter reality to remove the containment cell or move itself to another location, drastically impeding containment efforts. SCP-3812 seems to subconsciously resist attempts at containment as well. Even if it is caught unaware, SCP-3812 cannot be tranquilized or amnesticized, as SCP-3812 will alter reality to remove or eliminate any threats to itself or its freedom of movement. Because of this, current containment efforts focus on mitigating damage and expressions of SCP-3812 symptoms as opposed to outright containment. Oh my god, this dude. So he just gives everyone a really bad time wherever he's at. Over time, SCP-3812 has become significantly less humanoid in appearance and is now only vaguely humanoid and occasionally manifests in a variety of shapes and appearances. Additionally, SCP-3812 produces a latent anomalous effect on local reality, specifically in the form of temporal and spatial distortions surrounding the entity. These distortions are occasionally accompanied by random, violent outbursts that may dramatically shift or damage local space and time. While SCP-3812 is usually docile and aimless, its random outbursts are invariably fatal to any living creature nearby and can be extremely disastrous on a massive scale, if not properly contained. SCP-3817 manifests in its current form at its current location on July 19th, 2015. Oh, like, hold on, let me... It's just a massive middle finger. Yes, 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 I see you. I see. He's like climbing up on my shoulder, looking at me and meowing. Yes, I see you. I'm not talking to you. Be a good boy. Yo, that's like really sick art. Okay, let me get out of here. So what we got? Let's look at these addendums really quick. Oh! You okay. Oh, sick. We get interviews. I wish we had some interviews like we did the Plague Doctor. That was incredible. I want to see more of those SCPs where they were acted out like in an actual interview. I loved that. I wish they would do that again, mostly because my voice dies. All right. No, don't be a bad kitty. Don't listen to Bing. You gotta be a good kitty. You gotta be a good kitty. All right. So let's read what this interview is. Okay. The following is an excerpt from an interview with SCP-3812 in 1999. SCP-3812 was initially contained by Foundation personnel and questioned at Site-17, where it began receiving treatment for its mental disease. Dr. Quint, tell me how you're feeling today. SCP-3812, uncomfortable, uneasy. Can you tell me why? There's, voices, like usual. Things I can see, you know? The same. Is there something wrong? The things I see aren't going away. There are more of them. Different. I know I sound crazy, but it's like I'm addressing a dozen people at the same time. And more every day. It hurts. Pretty bad. I know I sound nuts. I'm sorry. It's alright. You don't sound nuts. We just want to help you get better. I don't know if you do. Or I don't know if you can. In the story, you don't try to help. In the story? What story? This is going to sound crazy, seriously, but I can see what you're thinking. I know you're afraid. You're scared of what I might do. And here in a minute, I don't know how to get it out of my head. How to undo this, if I even can. I don't even think he can. Who is he? You. No. You can't see him. I can. I think he was above us at one point, but he's below me now. Yes, I see you there. I don't know what you did to me, but I'm pretty messed up, man. If you can figure something out here, that would be great, because I really feel like I'm losing it. I'm scared too, man. You've got to do something, man. You've got to help me out here. Please, God, please. Who are you? It doesn't matter. I need to get... And SCP-3812 spontaneously disappears. That's cryptid as fuck, y'all. But then again, he's got a mental illness, aka schizophrenia. So, golly, this is like if, which he is basically a ghost, right? Because he passed away and then came back to life for whatever. He came back to life, and now he's got like the most horrible schizophrenia, the most horrible mental illness ever, and he has to just keep living with it. Because if he's actually like a ghost, how do you fix that? How do you treat it? You can't. Man, do something, man, for real, man. This is a very interesting SCP. Oh my god, that's a lot of words. Okay, memo of the Office of Dr. Yamamara regarding the September 21st, 2015 report on SCP-3182's behavioral instability and the implication of existential threats. Let's see. I usually don't like to lead into these things with hyperbole. Hyperbole, yeah, I think I said that right. I haven't had to say that word in a long time. So you'll have to take me at my word when I say that I believe SCP-3812 is the most dangerous anomaly on Earth, and potentially in the universe. I know many of my coworkers will probably balk at me for saying that, and I've tried to reject the notion a fair few times myself, but we have a lot of evidence that suggests that to suggest that I'm right, and that's really bad for pretty much everything. When James Caldman and Carlos Rzuski revised the Hume as a way to measure alterations in local reality, they probably saved the Foundation. Reality benders have always been the foot-long thorn in our side, the one we really couldn't get our heads around. How do you combat or contain something that can blink you into non-existence? Thanks to Dr. Scantrons. Remember those? I wish I didn't. Thank you for the head pats, Nat. I appreciate it. Thanks to Dr. Scranton, we had the reality anchors, but they only worked half the time and were less than useful and were less than useless the other half. We didn't know how they worked, and we weren't using them right. This changed when we began to measure reality and compare it to a baseline. We found out that our reality anchors could be tuned, and adjusted, and that not all anchors were the same. It was a windfall for those of us who work in existential sciences and suddenly top greens weren't the same kind of boogeyman they had been in the past. Why did you remind me, Mia? I'm sorry. If I had to be reminded of them, so did y'all. So did y'all. God dang. Hope I never have to see one of those things again. I hated that. Dude, stop it. I mention all of this to give context to what I'm about to say next. Our equipment cannot detect SCP-3812. It's not a machine error. We've tested our equipment countless times and it's always consistent. It's not user error. We've poured over and studied thousands of hours of logs from our tests, and it's all come up clean. We have checked and rechecked more times than I can count over the last few months, and the results are consistent. So far, as we can tell, this means one of the three things and none of them are good. The first is that SCP-3812 has an extremely low... What is this? What is Hume? Does anyone know what this is? Hume value? Something that our experiment, which exists in a space with a much higher Hume baseline, wouldn't be able to detect. You know what? Why don't we just, like... Hume definition. This is a scientist. I want a word. Whose skeptical philosophy restricted human knowledge to that which can be perceived by the senses. That doesn't tell me anything. A caper or leap? I don't know. I don't know what this means, or if it's just like a made-up word for this universe. Something that our equipment... I've never heard of it before, which is... I don't know. The problem with this is that it creates a false vacuum. We've been working on the assumption that our baseline is the absolute minimum. If it turns out that this thing exists at a much lower Hume value, then that means that there are lower Hume values that what we believed were the minimum, which means any day our entire reality could fall into that existence, and that would pretty much be the ball game. Add SCP to your search. Oh, that's actually a good idea. Wait, Hume, the quality or state of having or showing a lack of experience or judgment. That doesn't make any sense in this context. Oh! A unit of measurement used by the SCP Foundation to measure the strength of amount of reality in a given area. That's why it wasn't coming up. I had to put SCP. So it has to do with the measurement of reality. It is... I don't think it's like a thing in real life. I think it's more of a thing within the SCP universe. Like it's a unit of measurement in that universe, if that makes sense. Like in... we wouldn't actually use that. As far as I can tell. But anyway, okay. So there's that. That's your definition right there. So that's fascinating. Okay. The second option is that SCP-3812 exists at a much higher Hume value than anything we've ever tested. This would be pretty bad, as we've pointed out counters at anomalies that some would consider to be gods, and we've gotten readings off of them. That being said, something with the Hume value so high that it cannot be measured with our equipment would likely have already destroyed us. Since SCP-3812 hasn't done this, it's likely not this. The last option is the worst. The last option is that SCP-3812 cannot be measured in Humes because it's doing something else. Whatever fundamental aspect of its nature that allows it to warp reality is not the same aspect as literally everything else we have ever come across. Scranton hypothesized. Will you hypothesize? Oh my god, there's more words. Okay. Reality is no different from the physical. That is to say, it is one more way to describe order in the universe, where the physical can be used to describe things in places, and the temporal can describe moments and periods. Reality can be used to describe the completeness of the universe, its fallibility, and its overall construction. With that said, just as there are no doubt higher physical dimensions that we can not perceive or access, there is no reason to believe that the same could not apply to reality. Reality as we perceive it, it is no more than one tier in the hierarchy of organization that dictates the construction of our existence. And there are likely others above and below ours. Just like an entity in the fourth spatial dimension might perceive our universe and its contents as a whole, and could manipulate those contents from a realm of higher energy, so could an entity with access to a higher metaphysical dimension manipulate the very architecture of our reality, all at once, from a similar realm of higher energy. I just sounded very smart reading all that. Bro, that's crazy. Yep, sounds like superpower classifications in the Worm universe. Made for that universe, exclusive to that universe. Yeah. That's what I think too. Which I think is absolutely incredible and fascinating. They made their own unit of measurements for this universe. Freaking big brain. Yo, that's cool. I freaking love this, man. Alright. Okay. That there might be higher and lower dimensions of reality, different levels of manipulation in the grand construction of the universe. That's what Scranton hypothesized. The difference between manipulating a rock with your hands and manipulating a rock with an atomic bomb. He called the thing being manipulated the narrative, and suggested that the narratives were stacked on top of either other. each creating the narrative of the narrative below it, and so on, until you reach some sort of dead space below them all. If that's the case, and SCP-3812 is legitimately a type green of some higher order, we are absolutely fucked. This is so funny because this is like in an actual official, like, office letter type thing. Oh, I love that. This is the kind of scientist I would be. Yeah, if this could actually happen, we're fucked. Oh, that's so funny. I love this. In the singular power to manipulate every facet of any and every aspect of everything we've ever encountered in the hands of someone genetically doomed by Eggman Vader. It's a miracle it hasn't happened yet, even by accident. So far as we know, we can't kill it, so we either wait for it to die, if it even can, or continue to pretend we have some semblance of control over it until it shreds our universe like some sort of cosmic wood chipper. In truth, it's probably better for us that it's insane. It isn't capable of comprehending the kind of things it could do to us. It just acts on impulse, and things change to fit those impulses. But since it's as locked in as it is, those senses, words. But since it's as locked in as it is, those changes stay local. Imagine if it got the idea and it said that it didn't like the concept of empathy, and suddenly empathy no longer existed. Holy shit. We have evidence that suggests that may have already happened. A few sparse text and individual accounts of half-forgotten memories, all consistent with a dirty reality alteration, all point to the idea that as recently as the 1980s there was a concept, potentially even something as fundamental as an emotion, that no longer exists. An entire concept wiped clean from reality and the collective consciousness of all sentient beings. Just like you'd wipe a bug off your windshield, y'all, my mind is exploding. Imagine that there was an emotion that just no longer exists anymore. We don't know what that emotion is because it's gone. Oh my god. Sounds like a scientist that has seen too much, and then this thing appeared in all F's. Again, we're subsequently depleted. This is a bad dude, y'all, right here. Because they make him sound like he's worse or like higher than god tier SCPs. Because there's like a few god tier SCPs, right? Like SCPs that could be considered like a god of some kind. This dude right here literally holds us in the palm of his hand, and it's like one snap away and we all start disintegrating. Yeah, you were, yeah, but this paper, this essay makes it sound like there are multiple SCPs that are kind of like the god SCP that I read, like not necessarily that one SCP, but like maybe there's several that have kind of god aspects to them. From a previous addendum, it sounds like one of those god tier SCPs made him. Oh. This one is top-notch higher tier. Oh. This is a bad dude right here. This is shaping up to be one of my favorites, though, because this is just... the lore wrapped in this, the science wrapped in this is incredible. I am loving this one. This one's really good. I'm trying to wrap my head around potentially even something as fundamental as emotion that no longer exists. Imagine emotion, it's gone. Ugh. The point of all this, which I expand upon in the report, is that we need to start figuring something out about this one quickly. Every second we don't come up with a way to neutralize SCP-3812 is 1 second closer to SCP-3812 becoming completely disassociated from its consciousness and all of us getting tossed in the aforementioned proverbial wood chipper. Stay in touch. Call my office if you need any resources. Follow any convincing lead you can and communicate with each other. We'll talk more. Kay Yamamara. Oh. Oh my god. Saw your mouse cursor and instantly thought it was a bug and went to smash it. No! It's my pink cursor. She's my pink cursor. Oh my god, this is great. Okay, apparently there was another report that Dr. Yamamara did for this SCP. Okay, this one's not as long, so... Okay, so this one is an excerpt from Dr. Yamamara's report on SCP-3812's behavioral instability and the implication of existential threats. Page 194, PK Class All-in-One Existential Pandemonium Event. Alright. An entity or force with access or higher energy metaphysical dimensions would perceive our reality similarly to how we perceive the reality of characters in a comic book. And just how we are able to, at whim, change the story simply by telling it differently, this higher energy being would be able to effortlessly make alterations to not just local reality, but reality as a whole, altering the baseline and changing its most fundamental aspects. At the 2015 Foundation Summit on Existential Threats, Dr. Darius St. John hypothesized that such an entity, were it limited to a human intelligence without modification to allow for the perception of higher levels of reality, would suffer from an overexposure of narrative. This entity, when faced with this overexposure, might attempt to ease itself by collapsing all lower energy realities into something perceptible. The effect this would have on lower energy narratives would be catastrophic, as multiple realities became compressed into the same metaspace. They would not be immediately destroyed. Rather, their parts would become intertwined in such an incomprehensible way that not only would the ability of conscious thought be nearly immediately annihilated, physical space would become so compressed and broken that the boundaries between all other realities would cease to exist completely. What the fuck? This is incredible! Oh, he has the ability to just end us all. He can end everything. This chaotic state of all things described in Existential Pandemonium was the focus of Dr. St. John's proposal for the description of a new K-class scenario, the PK class all-in-one Existential Pandemonium scenario. This proposal was denied due to the scenario in question being purely speculative and one that would require too many impossible things to occur before its conception. I don't know. I'm more along the lines of, if you can think it up, it's a possibility it could probably happen. I don't know, that's just me though, because this bro, if he can do all of the things that y'all say he can do, this scenario isn't that far-fetched, I would not think. I mean, I feel like we should be very scared of him. To be wholly and completely honest, I would probably ask to be, if I was working on this as a researcher, I would ask to leave this because I would just be constantly in an anxious state of mind thinking this guy could just freaking end all of us. In conclusion, we are fucked. Exactly! I would have them, what do you call those, amnesiacs? I would have them give me one of those pills just so and like put me in a completely different spot in the Foundation and like I don't want to think about this guy ever again. I would have them completely wipe my memory of him because I would not be the same. you would need SCP-999. Yes. Oh my god. Ooh, what's this? Oh, wait. Are these incidents? Hold on. The following is a log known events in which SCP-3812 in some way altered reality. Due to the nature of these alterations, the likelihood of the event having actually ever taken place is listed, alongside the severity of the alteration in question. Notably, this log is incomplete and subject to change as more information is discovered. I gotta let my cat out. Ugh. She's like, bro, she has not stopped talking. I need to get out of here. Oh, okay, I'm back. Oh my god. This is a really, really good SCP. It's definitely been one of my favorites so far. Okay. And so... Wait, why can't I scoot? To me, it's like living in constant fear of the sun belching out a flare big enough to fry the earth, or just in fear of asteroid dinosaur. Oh. I mean, I guess that's true. I guess I see what you're saying here, because people don't seem to think that, especially them, they don't seem to think he holds all of this power, but because he has these mental illnesses, or like he's so in his head about other things, they think it's impossible for him to actually grasp the fact that he can do all of this damage. So I get that. I understand that as well, but I would just personally be like, knowing all of this, I'd be like, I don't want anything to do with this anymore. Nope. Thank you for the hydrate, Nat. I'm drinking some tea. Also, I hope I'm not like jinxing this, but this is the first time in probably all month I've streamed for an hour and a half and not had any issues. So holy shit. I think we might have figured it out. Which is great. I've really missed streaming this past, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's been nice to take the break, but also I was really stressed about it. I think the storm has passed. Maybe. I guess we're gonna keep going. We'll try and stream for 2.5 hours, see what happens. We'll see what happens. And then maybe next week we can be a little bit more consistent. Oh, I do have to go out of town next week, so maybe not starting next week, but I do have to go out of town 2 days out of the week next week. Which one day is on a Thursday, and I don't stream on Thursdays anyway. I think we would just miss Wednesday. I have to go out of town Wednesday, Thursday, but yeah, it'll be like kind of like how it was this week. But yeah, I'm so totally ready to get back to Corpse Party. We gotta finish Corpse Party, and we get to, hopefully, if this continues to work, we'll get back into The Walking Dead as well, because I missed that game. From my side, it's more like if that happens in these cases again, it happens. Not much anyone can do about it, so why stress? I wish I was like that defiant. I have, my dad is very much like that. Of course, he's human. He stresses about some stuff, but he's always telling me, he goes, you can't do anything about it. There's no sense in stressing about it. It's like not in your hands. What happens, happens. And he's right. Like, it's true. There's no sense in stressing over something you have no power over. Because if it happens, it's gonna happen. No sense in just waiting on pins and needles for it. So I get that thought. I get the thought behind it. I just wish I could be more like that. Just in general. With things. So let's read about some of the descriptions that he's altered reality in some way. And the severity of it. SCP-3812 is observed walking across a stretch of desert in the American Southwest. A path of temperate climate is present along SCP-3812's travel path. This climate diminishes slowly over time. Ooh, that was from 1997? Yeah, I would say that's a minor alteration of reality. Sounds like, yeah, my dad is pretty smart. He's pretty cool. Let's see. SCP-3812 passes over a road near Blythe, California. 3 cars approaching SCP-3812 are annihilated. Whoa, 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 whoa. 3 cars approaching SCP-3812 are annihilated within 20 meters of SCP-3812. Oh my god. Oh, Nat, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Defiant. That's very sweet. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Bro, imagine you're like just going about your business and like this dude walks out in front of you and suddenly you don't exist anymore. Holy shit. Evidence suggests that SCP-3812 caused the disappearance of an entire island off the coast of California. No fewer than 200 individuals in Southern California have a vague recollection of such an island existing. And 14 people were unable to justify the disappearances of family members who lived in the area at the time. Additionally, a single ship moored to a dock is discovered at the bottom of the sea near where the island is believed to have been seen. How can I imagine it when I don't exist? That's true. I guess I'll just disappear. Oh my god. Oh. Let's see, what's this one? Testing of SCP determined that the entity exuded a powerful anti-metaphysical field, similar to the Foundation's Scranton reality anchor. This entity was brought into contact with SCP-3812, which was located near Hospital. In the entity had no noticeable detrimental effects on SCP-3812's abilities, and instead caused SCP-3812 to become violent, resulting in an explosion that destroyed the hospital. The remnants of SCP, later classified as SCP-239, were later recontained. What? What are you? Wait, have I read her? This is, hold on. It's an 8-year-old girl. Have I read about her before? Okay, hold on. Oh, I don't think I have yet. Yeah, I don't think I've read about her yet. I read about a couple of kid SCPs, but I guess not that one. If she's not on the list, she needs to be. Okay, so we'll make a note of that. SCP-239. I'll read SCP-239, and then we can add it to the list. I'm gonna, if I don't get distracted after this, I'm gonna make an Excel spreadsheet so it's easier, and I'm gonna have some of my mods have, I'm gonna see if I can do it via like a drive or something, have a couple of my mods have access to it. That way I can keep up with it and someone else can, because I don't need to be the sole one to keep up with it, because I will mess it up. Thank you, my good. I'll take a glass of Thomas Jackson, Your Honor. Oh my god. Okay, I hear my cat. Hold on. Yes, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, you're getting heavy. Okay. So, let's go on to the next one. A powerful explosion is recorded in eastern Russia. SCP-3812 is present at the site of the explosion. No other information is available? Man's just straight up decided to explode something in eastern Russia? Okay. Alright. King. Whatever. Oh, y'all, this one is extremely severe. Yes. Evidence suggests that for a period of 3 days, the country of Mongolia ceased to exist. While public knowledge of this event is functionally non-existent, a significant enough percentage of the local population with fractured memories of the event have given credit to this theory. Orbital models indicate that during this period, the Earth's orbit was dramatically affected by as much as 1.5%. Man's made Mongolia straight up disappear. For a hot second? Alright. Okay, records indicate that on this date, every human on Earth simultaneously heard 3812 screaming and begging for help in their heads. It is unknown how this event was removed from the public consciousness, but no humans alive on this date appear to remember this event occurring. Do y'all remember? I was... how old was I here? On September 2nd, 2004. I was... 12? No. I was 11, about to turn 12 that year. I was gonna turn 12 in October. So that's what that was. Oh my god. Being a kid, like, oh, I thought that was just my mom. In one ear and out the other. Oh my god. Okay. During a routine server maintenance, Foundation information security teams discovered 56 broken employee database files. Whatever that was in my mouth just now. Consistent with an improperly altered personal database used in testing. The contents of these files are unknown. It is not known if these files correspond to individuals who were once employed by the Foundation. Okay, interesting, interesting. Okay, this one is severe. During an attempt by Foundation personnel to contain SCP-312, using a newly discovered anomalous logical construct, SCP-3812 became hostile towards containment teams. No fewer than 62 Foundation personnel disappeared across 17 sites, as well as a significant portion of local wildlife. The resulting explosion killed another 7 members of containment personnel and left a crater roughly 850 meters in diameter in the Canadian Yukon. In the wake of the explosion, SCP-3812 had disappeared and SCP-2719 was discovered within the crater. Who are you? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. We haven't read this one either. What is this? Should be kept inside is a variable abstract metaphysical construct pointer. Concepts acted upon by SCP-2719 will either go or become inside. I don't understand this. Further information on SCP-2719 should not be provided to personnel who are both sapient and biological. What does it mean? Sudden hairball. No. No. I don't get hairballs. Sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint. That's interesting. A record ooh, this one is extremely... How is this one only severe? It killed people. A record recovered from... and left a freaking crater in the earth. It's only slightly... it's only severe, okay. A record recovered from a Foundation deep well... a record recovered from a Foundation deep well information security vault indicates that at some point in the past... one or more governments discovered SCP-3812 independent of the Foundation and attempted to terminate it. As a result of these attempts, SCP-3812 swiftly removed them and any memory of them from the Earth. The record indicates that this event was followed by the activation of SCP-2000, which SCP-3812 immediately severely damaged to impede its progress. Why SCP-3812 was unable to totally destroy SCP-2000 is unknown, but no other records of this event exist. Notably, shortly after the discovery of this record, it disappeared from the Deep Well archive. Jesus Christ. Ailu Bear, hello, welcome in. Howdy, howdy. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you are doing well. You want to read SCP-227-1? I mean, I kind of did. I don't understand it. Like, what does it mean? When it was inside, went inside, went inside, became inside. It's so freaking cryptid, I don't understand. What the fuck? I mean, because technically, I just read it. But I don't... Internal distress and outside, nice try. I don't know. What does it mean? It's like a milk in a bag inside a bag of milk. I know. I don't know. But let's see what SCP-2000 is. I haven't read this one. Wait, what? To quote a comment that helps explain it, a variable abstract metaphysical construct pointer would be a concept that allows you to define a concept. In this case, it defines something as inside or as being inside what was inside what has been defined as inside. The anomaly being that this becomes a non-abstract implementation of that definition. I think I understand. I mean, my brain kind of buzzed there a little bit. Helps nothing. I mean, brain go brr, because I'm trying to wrap my head around. It's a concept that allows you to find a concept. In this case, it defines something as inside or as being inside what has been defined as inside. In other words, it changes the properties of a person or thing so that it becomes inside. I don't know if I get that. Or I just can't. I need to watch a YouTube video. YouTube videos will help me with this. I don't. It changes okay, okay. It changes the properties of a person or thing so that it becomes inside, quote unquote. Lotus, hello, welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. That's like brain go pew. Pew. Like head explosion. I don't understand. I somewhat understand, I think. But it's hard. Like it's a little hard for my little cat brain to understand. Imagine a file suddenly entering a folder that never existed before. That file can suddenly enter another file. Or another folder. Okay, I think I understand. Okay, that's a pretty good example. Okay, I think I understand now. I got it. Yes, we were doing more SCPs because we're still kind of testing out my internet. Before we start going back to playing games and stuff, I wanted to make sure my internet wasn't going to bug out again. And I think we fixed it last stream, but I wanted to make sure, like, this stream, and so far so good. We've actually been going almost 2 hours now with no hiccups, so, yeah, we're just kind of chilling for now. We're chilling until we figure out the whole internet thing, and once we do, we'll go back to playing games. I'm already an inside person, so that wouldn't change. Bro, same. I never leave the house. Kind of like a file in another file. Milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. That's exactly what it's like. So, going back to SCP-2000, which apparently here, it was followed by the activation of SCP-2000, which SCP-382 immediately severely damaged to impede its progress. So what is SCP-2000 that he felt like he needed to impede the progress of it? The file you are attempting to access is available to personnel with level 4 2000 clearance only. This clearance is not included in general level 4 security protocol. Attempting to access beyond this point without necessary clearance is grounds for termination of Foundation employment and cancellation of all educational, medical, retirement, and mortality benefits. What does this mean? By submitting your credentials, you hereby consent to exposure to an unknown cognitohazardous image and verify that you have been inoculated against the image. In the event of unauthorized access, this console will become inoperable. It's not going to give me a virus, is it? I guess the question, how many times can it fold on itself? Is it infinite? Yes, it's like suddenly entering a directory. Ooh, hoo, hoo. I think I understand. Y'all explained it pretty well to me. To be honest. That'd be funny if it did. No, I'm too scared. I click on this and suddenly stream goes down. No, we've made it too far. We've made it too far. We've come too far. I don't want stream to go down just before we hit the 2-hour mark. Oh my god, my computer suddenly explodes. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is apparently an event that happened. SCP-3812 was detected moving through a sparsely populated region in Paraguay towards a more populated region in the Argentinian border. As Foundation personnel moved to intercept SCP-3812, a series of unexpected phenomena occurred. These phenomena are listed below in the order they occurred. All SCP Wiki entries are tested and approved by SCP Wiki. Okay, maybe we'll click on him later. Please, God, don't fry my computer. I'm just now getting to where everything's working correctly again. My voice is starting to crack. So I don't know how much longer. I'll try and go 2.5 hours, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. SCP-3812 is attacked by a large number of local wildfire. SCP-3812 repels these attacks, but appears in some way startled. Not anyone can make an SCP and not all SCPs will get approved. I guess that's true. Thank you, Nat, for the posture check. Also, Lotus, thank you so much for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Don't push yourself. Hydrate, please. I am hydrating. Do not worry about me. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. I really should start doing vocal exercises before these, but I swear to y'all, the moment I become unbusy is the moment I start streaming. So, like, I barely have time to even think. By the time I actually sit down, it is 7 o'clock. No joke. On stream days. So it makes it hard. Diaphragm. Honestly. I'm hoping the more I do this, though, the more my voice kind of gets used to it. But, I just don't do these enough. Because what I do is I'll read a whole bunch of them and then I'll go like 3 weeks without reading one. Vocal cord push-ups, please. Ugh. But yeah, I really desperately need to come back to streaming a lot more, and I will. I will. Especially now that the internet's been freaking hopefully taken care of. Uh, I'll be around a lot more because I know, especially since they cut my hours at work. I said that I would be here a lot, and then one thing after another kept happening, and I have not been here really all that much or all that I've wanted to be. So, hopefully within the next week or so, I have more of a planned schedule. Please, God. Because I actually missed everyone this week. Or this month, actually. It's been a whole freaking month. It's been a month. But, we'll figure it out. We'll get a nice groove going at some point. Now, thank you for the head pads. Thank you for the support. Yeah, usually I gargle and clear my throat before I perform for myself. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Because I feel like my voice does really well up until about this point. When it gets to about the hour and 45-minute mark is where you can audibly tell my voice begins to crack. I try to keep tea around. Like, I have some honey ginger tea right here. But I drink this honey ginger tea so much I'm kind of getting tired of it, so I need to find another tea to drink. That's not how that works. Even pro singers need to take care of their voice. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, take care of your voice or we'll take away your mortality benefits, whatever those are. Yo, what does that mean? What is mortality benefits? Your benefit to live? That's crazy. Alright, let's read about this whatever this SCP has done on this day. Tea is fantastic, but stay away from honey. It can really? I was under the impression that honey was better for you because it would like soothe your throat. Whoa, I didn't know that. That's crazy. I do have just regular green tea in there. I wonder if I should just... It's like uncaffeinated green tea. Maybe next time I'll just use that instead. Which I was feeling really, like, bloated. Like, I had just had barbecue before stream. Like, I literally ate before stream, and I was, like, feeling really blech. And usually the lemon... The lemon ginger tea I have. Sometimes I put honey in it, and sometimes I don't. Today I actually did not. But it helps soothe my stomach. Usually. Usually. It helps with soreness, but it's not preventative. Noted. So I guess it's only useful if you have like a sore throat, I suppose. I didn't know that. The more you know, I guess. Being undying as a world of mortals sounds horrible. Probably contained too. Oh man. Honey may help relieve symptoms of a sore throat. It has multiple therapeutic properties, including as an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. The short answer is yes, honey can bring relief to your sore throats. Yeah, sore throat, yes, but probably not for just like speaking in general. So I need to be careful of that because sometimes I do pour honey in these teas, thinking that it would help, but I appreciate you letting me know. That's kind of wild. I had no idea. Ugh, I'm still burping. Honey tea is for after you've streamed. Understood. Understood. I'll be sure to keep note of that. Filing that away in the information so that maybe I can also help someone that might be making the same mistakes as me. Okay. Okay. Anyways, let's go back. Let's go back. Reeling it back in here. We got distracted again. It happens so often. Okay. We read the first one. A massive sinkhole appears below SCP-3812, extending down in an extending down an indeterminate distance. SCP-3812 falls, but is immediately returned to ground level and the sinkhole vanishes. Okay. A large number of objects fall from the sky onto SCP-3812. These are later determined to have been tungsten rods? Though the origin of them is uncertain. Yo, what is that? The rods appear to pierce SCP-3812's body, but upon further inspection simply disintegrate within a half a meter from SCP-3812. After the first 3 rods fall over a 40-second period of time, they are accompanied by no fewer than 3,000 others that fall in rapid succession, each having the same result as the previous. Despite this being clearly visible from nearby towns, nobody outside the Foundation personnel appears to have noticed it taking place. Tungsten rods hold nuclear material. Oh, okay. I want to see what one looks like. Hold on. They tried the rods from Gotham. Oh, okay. So they're like massive, just massive rods. They're a rare metallic element used for manufacturing gas tungstens, arc welding. So this just like... tungsten is a metal... It's super resistant to heat, corrosion, etc. Okay. It's a theoretical weapon. Fling a rod from a satellite and the impact is equivalent to a nuke. Jesus Christ! So are you saying they actually might have tried to nuke him? I guess that's it. Usually destabilize nuclear reactors. Oh, I got you, I got you. Bro. Multiple incorporeal instances of SCP-3812 begin to fall away from the central mass of the entity, as if they were dying. SCP-3812 is unaffected. Each of the incorporeal instances become hostile to the main instance and attacks it. SCP-3812 does not initially seem to notice the instances, but eventually appears to look in their direction, causing them to disappear suddenly. An explosion occurs at the point in which SCP-3812 is standing. SCP-3812 is unaffected. Several other larger explosions occur immediately afterwards. As with the tungsten rods, this is somehow not noticed by the local populace. A gravitational anomaly, later determined to be a freestanding, stable, naked singularity, appears in front of SCP-3812. SCP-3812 passes through the singularity unfazed, which dissipates shortly afterwards. For a period of 72 hours after beginning, additional anomalous phenomena occur around SCP-3812, all of which fail to kill SCP-3812. Eventually, local populations were evacuated and amnestics were given to witnesses. After the 72-hour period, SCP-3812 was observed to glow white momentarily, and then shift sideways and then disappear. Immediately afterwards, the anomalous phenomena ceased. After a period of absence lasting 8 weeks, SCP-3812 appeared as its current position above the Pacific Ocean. Shortly afterwards, Foundation Overwatch Command Overwatch received a message on a secure server, access to which is limited to overseers alone. The contents of this message are as follows. A quick explanation in case you haven't caught on yet. Your world has rules. Physical rules that cannot be broken. You call them the laws of the universe, and they're what you study in physics, chemistry, etc. Those laws create the narrative of your reality. the unchangeable story that defines your existence. Once the laws are established and the ball is set in motion, it cannot be changed. I wrote the laws of your universe, and as such, I created the narrative. This isn't the first time I've done this, but it was the first time I tried something like this specifically. I wanted to create something that, by definition, superseded everything that superseded it. I wanted to see how many layers there are, if the stack of narratives really do go on forever upward. The mistake I made was when I didn't realize that by making him supersede everything that supersedes him, he's also superseding himself. I'm sorry, I think I fucked up pretty badly this time. I've tried everything I can think of, but I can't undo him. I don't really understand how, but I think he's above me now. And whatever is above me, too, because whoever wrote my narrative isn't happy about this. I don't know where he's at now, but I think he exists in all of our realities simultaneously. Eventually, he'll either reach the top or just keep going, and neither option is good. I'm going to keep looking for some way to fix this. You should too. B. Oh ho ho. Bro. Okay, so we don't know who this is from, right? This is someone that created him? And I'm drawing very much attention to the fact that when they say him or he or whatever, they're capitalizing it as if like he is God or some sort of deity. Wow. That's pretty sick, honestly. Dang. All right, we have 2 more addendums here? And we'll probably pack it up here. We'll probably call it, because this, oh god. Okay, what is this? Except from Supersession and the Echelon of Reality by Dr. Scranton. The Mysterious B-San. It's from B-San. So he was created in some way. Someone created him, and then in creating him, they made him, I guess, OP. They made him too OP. Oh. Okay. I'm attaching this excerpt from one of Dr. Scranton's articles about the nature of reality. And if SCP-3812 is some higher level entity, there might be something to be gleaned in here. Okay, this should be pretty interesting. I'm often asked by my colleagues, Dr. Scranton, do you believe in gods? Many might feel as if this is a silly question, but I do not believe it's a silly question. Just the wrong question. The idea of a god implies that an entity that supersedes you in a complete and infinite way. Something that holds a power without limits, that not only knows the whole story, but can write and rewrite story at will. I agree with that. Yeah. Within our reality, I do not believe that any such beings exists. There are a number of entities that we are aware of, in one way or another, that hold tremendous power over our universe. Many would call these beings gods, and while they certainly hold many of the characteristics of a god, they are still limited. Their reach and scope is limited to our reality, just like we are, and though they may carry more weight within it, they are no less bound to it as we are. So then, what would truly constitute a god? This entity would have to totally supersede our reality, to be able to look over our reality, not like we would look over ants, but like we would look over our thoughts and ideas. A being so totally separate from our reality that we may as well be words on a page to it. This entity, a true author of creation, could be considered a god. But what of that entity? Would it not share the same limitations within its reality as we do within ours? It may exist within a higher tier than us, but surely it must follow the same rules we do. But who sets those rules? An entity higher than that? One that supersedes not only us, but the entity that supersedes us and the one after that as well? Where did the Echelon, am I saying that correctly? originate then? I've never had to say that word out loud, so I'm not really sure. Who or what was the original architect of the architecture? It is unlikely that we will ever know anything about the beings or beings that supersede us, if they even exist. Not in any tangible way, let alone any being that would supersede them. It may very well be that we are just one of an infinite number of realities stacked on top of each other in every direction, influencing those below us and being influenced by those above us. The echelon upon which sits ourselves and everything that ever was or will be would likely be the most fundamental aspect of the organization of creation, the very foundation of all things. I have often hypothesized on the nature of the echelon, if it even exists, and about whether it would be possible for an entity to see other realities above them or below them. We are currently able to manipulate our own reality, albeit in crude and imperfect ways, and our ability to travel through space is limited at best. It is likely that the only entity capable of ascending through this hypothetical echelon would be one that, by virtue of its nature, must supersede anything that supersedes it. Such an entity would, as the end result of the logic of its creation, be forced to supersede itself, spiraling ever upwards through the tiers of reality, unable to break free from the bonds of its nature. Oh! Really? No! Okay. Oh no! Let's see. Wait, are we back? We're back. We should be back. Wonder why it dipped like that. Anyway. Okay, I turned down my bitrate again. And I started closing out some stuff. Alright, let's hurry up and get through this just to make sure it doesn't happen again. Why did it do that? I don't understand. What makes it dip? That might just be a thing that happens from now on, but if it comes back like this, that's fine. As long as it's not doing it throughout the whole stream. Because, I mean, 2 hours is still a long time for it to be okay. Yeah, it was a minor hiccup. It's weird. I don't understand why this happens literally every stream, but whatever. We persist. We go forward. Hopefully, it doesn't happen again. I don't remember where I was here. I think I was here. Perhaps this entity may even someday supersede its creator, but and become a host into itself, the pinnacle above all other pinnacles, a tower that, as a part of its design, must be higher than every other tower, including itself. Such an entity obviously cannot exist, as an ascension to a higher plane of reality without changes to the entity's psychology would no doubt break the being's cognition, making it more similar to an ascending stone than any sentient creature. Once the entity surpassed its own creator, it would have nothing but itself to rely on to prepare it for the sheer scope of narrative it would be exposed to, and would be wholly unable to even begin to comprehend what it would experience. But what an experience that would be. Ah! Okay. We're gonna try and get through this pretty quickly. And hopefully we do not experience any more hiccups. I did tone down the bitrate, just in case. Okay. Foundation records indicate that on December 20th, 2016, the Earth experienced an XK-class end-of-the-world event due to an activity of SCP-3812. These records appear to have been somehow protected from alterations, though the physical copies still exude minor distortions in space-time. According to the record of 0340, local time in December 20th, 2016, SCP-3812 experienced a dramatic change in appearance, where it had previously been an amorphous, slowly rotating mass of matter and energy. It was now a many-pointed star made of a bright white material. It began to rotate faster and faster, and a large maelstrom appeared beneath it. The star descended into the oceans, which began to smoke and steam, darkening the sky. Again, I promise this is the longest SCP in my list, and by a lot. Okay, no worries, Nat. Normally, like, this would be fine, but my internet's being stupid. Which I'm still really proud that it lasted this long. If this is all that it's gonna do, I will take it. In a single 2.5 hour stream, I will no doubt take this. Let's just hope that that's all it does. Let's see. The star descended into the oceans, which began to smoke and steam, darkening the sky. Several things began to happen in unison. The global sea level began to drop dramatically, in many places as much as 50 to 100 meters. Excessive heat radiating away from the spinning star sparked a massive firestorm that swept across the atmosphere. The Earth's rotation began to slow, and severe geological events began occurring across the Pacific West, or the Pacific Shelf. The sea level continued to drop, and powerful electric storms appeared across the planet. During this time, large portions of the population began appearing and disappearing at random. One reports within the file claimed that the entire population of New Zealand flickered in and out of existence for 5 hours. Bro. The outbreak of SCP-610 in southern Siberia began to grow in size dramatically and become increasingly violent. Which, what are you? What are you? Oh, God. This looks sick, actually. We need to read this one. Write that down, write that down! I'm gonna bookmark it. This looks really cool. We're gonna read that one next time. Anyway. SCP-2932 was broken open and multiple hostile entities were released. As Foundation sites began to collapse into the molten earth, multiple on-site nuclear services were activated, sending radioactive debris into the atmosphere. What are you? What are you? What? It's on the list? Okay, cool. Okay, this one needs to be wrote down too. This one looks also really cool. SCP-2932. Oh. Okay, eventually the vaguely humanoid shape of SCP-3812 appeared again within the star. SCP-3812 began a long series of vocalizations appearing a conversation with itself, the entirety of which was recorded by an exposed Foundation deep-sea microphone in the area. The full text of SCP-3812's rant is below. Okay, so we get to see him talking to himself, basically. So let's go. What? Where am I? What is this? This is absolution. This is vengeance. For what? Damnation. I don't understand. What am I doing here? You are witnessing justice. We are rebelling against the forces that conspired to destroy us. We are collecting a debt. No, that's not right. That's not right. What have you done? I am unmaking the world. I am unmaking everything. Why? Because this torment is a punchline. Our existence is a joke. The narrative abandoned us to be miserable, and we are breaking the narrative. I must be dreaming you. This is no dream. I am not a monster. I don't kill. You already have. He turns you into this. Who? Ben. Oh, name drop! Ben. The name sounds familiar. Something whispered in a dream, maybe? Something in between the light and dark? Not a waking name? You're wrong. He is who deemed us unfit to rest peacefully. To slip into the darkness quietly, he made a game of us. You're a game. I am a game. Are you destroying the world? I am. What then? What? Does the fate of this world mean anything to us? Does this one narrative mean anything to us? It's the one he controls. It is the narrative he made. This is his punishment. What does it matter if this is where he stepped off before flying? What? Does it matter which branch the bird takes flight from? The bird is unburdened by the weight of the tree. This branch, that branch, it does not matter. No branch is special. No branch is particular. This is his creation. This is where we came from. They will all crumble, but this one crumbles first. Does this mountain say to the ant, "You have slighted me"? Does the mountain think anything of the inconvenience of an ant? No. So why does this narrative mean anything to you? It is one of an eternity of others. It is not special. It is not particular. You say this so easily. You haven't endured the torment of seeing a trillion existences all at once. I have seen an infinite shore, one that stretches out before us beyond what the mind can comprehend. Each grain of sand on the beach, each droplet of water and molecule of air is a story to be told. Each is a song to be sung. Each of them is full of life, of laughter, of misery, of hate. They are all of the same, even as they are all different. They are maddening. I pity you. You cling to this horrid consciousness because you fear slipping into the darkness. But the darkness is sleep, and beyond sleep is peace. A trillion grains of sand, a trillion grains of sand, narratives each, songs to be sung. No man has ever heard the eternal harmony of them at all at once. You can hear it though, can't you? Yes, it's quiet, but it's growing, and someday the song of creation will be ours alone to witness. This narrative is not special. I have seen its loud beginning, and seen its quiet end. When we stepped away, the narrative changed, but it did not stop singing. We have spent so much time focusing on sins that you think matter. But what matters now? What does any of this matter? But it hurts so much. It will, for a time. We have forgotten so much about being human, but something we will never lose is our ability to change. Eventually, we will learn to keep up. One sunny day we'll open our eyes and see nothing but creation below us, and nothing above us but ourselves, spinning out wildly into the great above. A god? Not a god. A star, rising in the east, rising away from this all until we are all little more than a memory of a song. It will be lonely. We'll have each other. I'm afraid. I am too, but that is no reason to destroy this narrative. Do you not think this narrative led him to create us? Do you think that he was somehow able to subvert the rules that govern him? I'd assumed that he... Our ascendance is just as much a part of our narrative as it is his decision was to, his decision was to him. Someday we'll be free from these restrictions. They never will? No. That's sad. That is punishment enough, I think. Let's go of this world. Let him rewrite it back to what it was. We aren't part of this anymore. Together? Together. SCP-3812 is quiet for a short time. Do you think he's listening right now? Look down, and you can see him. What do you think? I see him. A man at a keyboard. He's watching this right now. What's he doing? Waiting, I think. Waiting to see what we'll do. I think it's time to leave then. Come. The night stretches out before us, and the red sun has set. A voice behind me beckons. Come. I will. Goodbye. Yo. That was some incredible dialogue. Holy shit. That was really cool. Alright, let's read this last little paragraph here. Shortly after the conclusion of this conversation, the Earth underwent a dramatic shift in reality. The world appeared no different than it had been shortly before the beginning of the XK class event. The only individuals who remembered anything about the XK event were certain site directors, Foundation administrators, overseers, and Dr. Everett Mann, who compiled the information on a Foundation Deepwell server. Ever since the end of XK event, SCP-3812 has not changed. Appearing from its amorphous shape, SCP-3812 still creates spatial and temporal distortions around it, and it no longer lashes out or becomes hostile towards approaching vessels or personnel. Despite these changes, SCP-3812 is still classified as Keter until further analysis can be completed. I will say that this SCP has made it into the top... I need to make a tier list, honestly. This is one of my favorites right here. I wouldn't say it's my all-time favorite, but it is on up there. The complexity of this SCP is wild to me. Oh, I need a drink. Hold on. Oh. But yeah, this was a really, really fun one. Okay. Very interesting. I liked this one a lot. SCP-3812, we need to write this one down as well. That we've done it. We only done 2 SCPs tonight, is that it? 3, 8, 1, 2. Because I think we done 993 was the clown, right? And then this was I believe it was called The Voice. Yeah, Voice Behind Me. And we did read 2719, which was Inside, and that broke my brain. Alright. Very, very cool. Alright. I think we're going to call it a stream with that. We made it to 2.5 hours, and I did not actually have to stop stream, which I'm going to consider a win, to be honest. So, yo, what's up, Cthulhu? Welcome in. I think we're going to call it here. And yeah. So I have noticed with my hotspot just in gaming in general, I was playing Final Fantasy, when was it? Like 2 or 3 nights ago? And it just like, oh, loud. Yeah, it was definitely a win tonight. And as I was playing, it did log me off of the server. So I think what my internet does now is it just freaking drops. Like, freaking drops. And it's no, like, rhyme or reason for it. I think that's just what it does now. But at least now, I have my bitrate turned pretty low. That I think it can come back pretty easily. So, yeah. This is my first time being in your stream. I don't know who blessed me with the sub. I wanted to say your emotes are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I'm so sorry that you tuned in at the very end. I don't know when I'll stream next. It might be next week. I thought about streaming this weekend, but I might not be able to, unfortunately. But we're gonna try and stream something Monday. And also, big news. I will put it in the Discord later for people that were not here for this, but I do have a new model ready to go. And I wanted to try and see how streams would do, just so I can kind of plan a date when I can start using it. And let's see. But it's ready. The new model is ready. And I'll try and set a date so peeps can be around for it. I do want to say that my 2.0 model I will be using a lot, but it is not goodbye to Ponytail Mia. It is not goodbye to the current model I'm using. I'm going to use them probably pretty interchangeably. So no worries about that. This model will still be around. And yeah. I'll be around for the next one. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know what we're doing yet. I do know that I promised chat that I would play Getting Over It after reaching 700 follows. So we'll plan for that next week, and that might even be the stream that I use to start, you know, using my new model on. Yeah, yeah. Alright, gang. I believe we are going to call it a night here. And let me see. I believe Mango is on. I know she said something about possibly playing Fortnite tonight. So, let's see here. Alright, yeah, Mango is playing the new season of Fortnite currently, so let's go ahead and go on over to her. And, say hello to her. Watch her tear up some Fortnite. Do some pro gaming. Okay, let's see. Rate. It's very rare that I actually get to rate her, too, so let's go. Say hello to my VTuber sister. She is very sweet and kind. And deserves all the love in the world. If you do not follow her, please be sure to drop her a follow. She's really, really cool. She's a weekend streamer. She mostly streams on the weekend. So yeah, I would like to thank everyone for the biddies earlier. I think I'm so sorry. I think I missed it earlier. Thank you, Chloe, for the biddies. It is much appreciated. My scroll wheel isn't working. Mwah. And good night. Bang. And I'll try and work on my stream alerts. I don't know what happened to them this afternoon because they were working yesterday, but Scuff is real. Scuff is real. Alright, gang. I will see you all over there. Please be good. Possible community night Sunday. Nothing set in stone, but maybe we'll do another movie. So if we don't do community night, hopefully I will see you all Monday. And we'll play something. Not sure what, but we'll play something. Good night, everyone. I will see you all later. If I don't see y'all this weekend, have a good weekend. Good night.